Let's start off. I actually want to put what went wrong behind us a little bit. What does it tell us about those that remain and how tough life is out there right now?
I think that it's pretty fair to say that we may see further bankruptcies along the road, especially from some of the smaller carriers across Europe. So the situation that we're seeing now is with the drop in fuel prices, kerosene, sitting around $50 a ton. That's allowed carriers like Ryanair and easyJet to ramp up their capacity and put a lot of pricing pressure on the smaller guys like Monarch, Airlines, even the likes of LOT in Poland. You're seeing the same kind of restructuring and insolvencies across the entire region.
Does this capacity disappear? They're taking planes out here, they're Boeing customers, aren't they? It's taking a whole lot of Boeings out of the air. But what happens to that capacity? Because that will be critical going forward in terms of how many aircraft are still flying. Absolutely.
So what we're seeing at the moment, there have been reports over the last week or so of IAG, the owner of British Airways, and easyJet both taking an interest or at least taking a look at what they could get out of Monarch. It's a similar proceeding that we've seen with Air Berlin and Alitalia, Italy and Germany. And the other option, so the one is they split it up, they buy pieces, get chunks of it. The other option is just to expand naturally and organically. So, for example, with Alitalia, IAG has been very clear that they aren't interested in bidding for the airline in Italy and are rather just going to expand and just fill the vacuum, exactly, and take up that extra capacity.
Fuel prices must be going up. Airlines clearly hedge, and therefore, actually, the short-term swings don't affect the big carriers, but they affect the small carriers more, who tend to be unhedged. So as the price of oil has started to go up, does that mean, with this huge amount of capacity that you're talking about being in the market or in the air sort of above us, plus rising fuel costs, does that mean this winter's going to be a tough one for the low-cost guys?
I think it'll be an interesting one. We haven't yet had any formal guidance as to what to expect from winter. We're expecting that over the next month. Well, I guess we're at the beginning of October, so this month.
Kind of starts like winter outside.
Absolutely, and we're looking especially towards Ryanair. Obviously, Ryanair is one of the biggest airlines now in the world. I mean, their capacity ramp up has been quite remarkable, and they're obviously in a position where they've been cancelling flights because of a mess up with their pilot situation, their pilot holiday scheduling. So it'll be interesting to see what impact that has on pricing. They've already said that we should expect lower yields from them over the winter and into next summer. But we see what the knock-on effect will be of that kind of going into the half-year results period for all the airlines.